Blessings. Good evening from Bodhipala Monastery. Our format tonight is a little different because I'm visiting this weekend. So the first part of the program is silent meditation, but I'll give you some guidance to begin with. So please find a comfortable way to sit. And bring your attention inwards to your own body as you're sitting right here, right now. And this is the time to let go of all your concerns, worries, business outside, what you're going to do tomorrow, what happened yesterday. You can let it all go now and try to center your awareness on the present moment by bringing your attention to the feeling of the in and out breath. So if you're not familiar with that, then pick it up at the tip of your nostrils by taking a few deep breaths. And feel the air rushing in as you breathe in. You draw air in at the tip of your nostrils into your nose. And as your lungs deflate and your abdomen falls back, note the feeling of the out breath. And at any time in the meditation when you become distracted with your thoughts or you're sleepy, you can re-establish awareness by taking a few deep breaths. Inhale deeply, exhale deeply. And this will wake you up or it'll pull you back from whatever you're thinking about. And the aim is to stay with the breathing. Even if thoughts are coming up, notice them, but let them go. Try not to get caught up into the issues and the details of every thought, every train of thought. If you hear sounds, you don't have to concern yourself if there's no problem or danger. It's just a sound coming to your ear. You might acknowledge it and let go. If you have feelings in your body, painful feelings in your legs or around the body, or itches, or different sensations come up, just note them and then let go as best you can, using the breath as your anchor. By putting attention on your breath, this allows you to let go. You give more importance to the breath than everything else. So following the in and out breath, you pick one point. You don't have to try and get rid of all the other distractions. You simply don't give them any importance. Sounds, sensations and feelings, thoughts, memories, images. You may not be able to stop them arising into your consciousness, but you don't have to give them a lot of importance, so then they fade away. But of course, when you lose your mindfulness, you're no longer with the breath, you've forgotten the breath, then you will give importance to every thought and you'll start getting lost in imagination, trains of thought, until at some point you realize you've lost your awareness. So like the monkey or the baby cow that you tether to the post, your mind will run around. But the rope that tethers them to the post is your strength of mindfulness. When you realize that you're no longer with the breath, that's when you bring your mind back to the breath. That's like the monkey or the calf getting to the end of its rope and can't go any further, so it has to come back. After a while, it gets tired of running away and hitting the end of the rope each time. So in the end, they stop running. Your mind will stop getting lost into the trains of thought and will come back to the breath the more you practice, until it stays with the breath. And then the meditation becomes quite pleasant, because you're knowing the breath more than you know other things. And the breath is very peaceful, relaxing in its nature. It's very neutral, doesn't stir you up. So it tends to calm your mind, and both body and mind start to relax as your mind centers on the breath. And you may experience, at least for short periods or sometimes longer periods, all your mental energy gathering together in one place, at the tip of the nostrils or at the chest. As your mental energy gathers in one place, you can feel it, you can know it. It's cool. The mind is centered, settled, undistracted. And then you're just with the breath, and the breath becomes more refined. You might slow down a bit, the rhythm, the movement of the in and out breath slows down, becomes more refined. But your job is just to stay aware of the breath at one point. And the coolness of the breath will help, because it's pleasant, easy to stay with. And you'll be more tired of letting your mind wander around with all the thoughts. So you're now getting to know your own mind because it's in one place. If you really keep going sincerely, maintaining your mindfulness with the breathing, not letting your mind wander too far, the one-pointedness will come up, and with that you get some rapture, contentment, happiness. The agitation, the anxiety will drop away. Different emotions will become less powerful, and your mind will become much more cool and still. And then it's much easier to keep it in one place. But you always have to be on guard, because your mind loves to throw up distraction. Even doubts about the meditation. What should I do next? Should I contemplate? Should I stay with the breath? Or if the breath becomes very refined, you may have the thought, where is the breath? Am I still breathing? Some people even become afraid. They think, I'm not breathing anymore. I can't feel my body anymore. What's going to happen? Some people become afraid they might float away. Some people think they might die. But these are just different thoughts, doubts the mind creates. Your job is to stick with your practice of mindfulness of breathing. You can know the doubt or the fear, but then let it go, until your mind just settles in one place and it's not too bothered by anything. You may even reach the point where the breath seems to stop moving in and out, and it's just still. The mind is still, the breath is still. You may even note the mind is very bright, like somebody's turned a bright light on inside your mind. But again, you don't have to doubt or wonder what is this bright light, or think about the light, or hold on to that light. You just stay with the breath, or at least where the breath seemed to stop moving and became still. Just stay there. Some people experience rapture. Sometimes it feels like waves of energy going up and down the body. Feels like your body is moving, swaying sometimes. Get goosebumps. You may feel you have tears forming in your eyes, even rolling down your cheeks. The mind and body can feel so light that you don't feel any sensations in the body anymore. It's almost like you're just floating in midair. These are all examples of piti or rapture. And they're both physical and mental. But you don't need to doubt. You just watch and observe, and you'll see most of the rapture comes and goes in waves, and sometimes it's strong, sometimes it's very weak, sometimes it'll disappear. You don't need to think too much about it. You just observe. And keep letting go of all the distractions. As your mindfulness improves, your ability to concentrate and stick with the breath will improve. And this is something very useful for us because it will help us to understand the Dhamma better. But for now, I'll stop talking and we can carry on hearing, meditating until we hear the sound of the bell, the end of the session.